Good morning, good morning, my beautiful purple butterflies. Today is a okay day. Woke up with a little complications, but I got myself together because I really wanted to go ahead and do this video with you all. So, I hope all is well with everybody else, and I hope that today starts out good for you, ends out good for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off a little bit of actually I'm gonna start where I finished off on the last video. I hope the lighting is a little bit better now, y'all. I noticed the last two videos was dark. No matter where I moved to, how much light I had, it still was not working. So today, by me looking at this video, I think it has a little more lighting than what it normally has. So let's get started. I think on the last time we talked about how I ended up finding out I had lupus. How I went to the doctor, how I was so young and immature and did not want to, accept the fact that my life was going to change in front of me right before my eyes. But now today we're going to talk about my first challenge. The first thing that happened to me to make me really have self-conscious ways about me, was embarrassed, didn't really get the grasp of trying to figure it out, trying to deal with it. So part of it is, you can see, I'm wearing another different hairstyle today, as you can see. And the reason why is because that was one of my challenges that started out. When I got diagnosed with lupus, I also started losing hair. My hair went from down my back to thinning all over. As time went, the hair started thinning, and I started dying to try to maybe blend it, cover it, however you want to look at it. I was putting hairpins, I was doing hats, I was doing whatever it took so no one would know the difference. But it didn't work out as like I thought it was. It just made the situation get worse. So I ended up going to a wig shop and trying my first wig, and oh Lord, y'all, it was a mess. I hated it. I despised it. I could not take it, but I knew I had to have something. I didn't want to walk around with a patch here, a patch there, no hair here. So I had to do something. I still had to look normal in the public eye. Because you know how people do with us. They stare and they whisper and they stare. And those who are immature, they laugh. So, we all have dealt with ignorance in the public eye. Well, I had that. I went out. I got the wig. I bought one that I thought would make me feel better about myself, but it didn't. I feel like I was looking old looking. I feel like it wasn't my style. It wasn't my color. All above. Everything went wrong with this wig. Everything. I got to the point where I would put it on and I'll be going out. And say, for instance, I'm in the car and I'm riding with my mother. We're going somewhere. And all of a sudden you look to the side of you in the car. They're staring at you like you a project. They staring at you like something wrong with you. I would whip it right off, throw it in the back seat. That's how disgusting I was. I'd rather walk around bald headed instead of being comfortable within myself of how I really looked. So I wore the wig. I wore it to church. I wore it to dinners. I wore it to stores. I wore it everywhere that possible. I need to have hair on my head just because instead of making myself comfortable, I was worried about making other people comfortable being around me. That was a no-no. That was my first mistake. I don't care if you're not comfortable around me because of how I look or what I have on or what I present. I care if I'm comfortable of how I look and how I feel. I didn't care less what anybody think or thought. That was my first lesson I learned from having lupus. Stop caring what everybody else thought and what they assumed because they didn't know. They didn't know my story. They didn't know my facts. So after that situation occurred, y'all, let me tell you, I went to the store. And when I mean the store, I went to a store that I was comfortable with. The one that who had my styles, who understand how I was feeling and how I wanted to feel when I walked out of that door. Girl, let me tell you. I bought so many wigs. I mean, I have collections on collections on collections. But you know what? It's something that it makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So yes, every time I get up on here, I probably have a different hairstyle, might have a different hair wig. You know, I might be feeling some type of way. I might be happy one day, sad another day, whatever the case may be. But this is me. I'm giving all of me to you all, so that y'all can get a bigger picture, so y'all can get a bigger understanding that our life is not peachy cream, nor do we wake up every day smiling. And no. Some of us wake up in pain. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are something. Hey, you might find that 5% out of that 100 that are happy and can live a happy, normal daily life. But there's a lot of us that doesn't. Not all of us wake up like that. We wake up in challenging moods and the environment, everything's a challenge. Everything becomes a task. Can I do this? Can I get this done? Oh, I got to do this. You know, we happy just getting the task done that we have laid out for us to do. Some of us have children that we have to maintain. Some of us have households by ourselves that we have to control from morning to night. Some of us have to cook dinner for our families. Some of us got to wash clothes. Some of us got to do homeworks with our kids. It's nothing normal. Yes, we still have to do the same things that a normal family does every day. And I can't speak on everybody's home, but I can only speak on my home. In my home, my son is a sport person. He is an athlete. And he does have practice, and he has games, and he's growing. You know, he's 12 years old. He's a young boy who is active, who's finding himself, who goes through the mood swings of teenagers, because 12 years old is coming, y'all. He's about to be a teenager, and that kicks in. And then you still got to manage the fact that he needs you, schoolwork. Even when you don't feel good, you got to sit at that table with him, and you got to help him with his homework. And so what? You're tired. This is what you got to do. So lupus is not just something you living with. Lupus is like a job. To me, I take it like a job, because every day I don't know if I can, but I still try to do. You know what I mean? So this is my life of today, of what I experienced on my first challenge. Being a mother, physically making myself presentable. There were my two challenges. I was not going to fail my son, and nor was I going to go out here and be an embarrassment to myself or my son. So, yes, I bought wigs. Yes, I tried every makeup in the book to cover scars. And don't get started on the makeup. The foundations, they don't make foundations good enough for us, because we can't go out there and get all that regular stuff you see advertised on TV or on media or whatever else you want to use to get it from. We have to literally, it's like we're a picture. We have to paint our look. I had to mix all types of foundations so I figure out what worked for me. And guess what? What worked for me, they're no longer selling. So now guess what I had to do yesterday, y'all, which was not fun. I had to go to Walmart. Yes, Walmart. And I had to look at all the new stuff that was out there and determine, would this color look good on me? Would this color look good on me? And guess what? I bought something, y'all, that I'm really not pleased with, but hey, I got to use it. I opened it. I tried it. So now I'm trying it. And I don't like it. I have it on right now. And I don't like it because I can see every scar in my face. And it could just be me, the fact that I know where my scars are. So maybe that's why I'm seeing them. My other half tells me, oh, no, it looks good on you. You look fine. But that's his job. He's supposed to tell me that. He's supposed to comfort me when I'm at my worst, or when I'm feeling at my worst, Or if I'm saying anything about myself that sounds worse, he's supposed to comfort me. And he does. But again, it's an inner feeling that I see, I know where these scars are. So the foundation, I'm not happy with. The wigs that I have purchased recently, some make me feel like I'm the beautiful thing. Some make me feel like, and some make me feel like, oh no, excuse my French. Half of these I give away. I have boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. And I give them away to those who need them because I know how it feels. I know how it feels not to have hair. But it's just not the lupus thing that made me lose my hair, y'all. So let me take you back a little further. I didn't only just lose my hair from thinning, I also was giving chemo for my lupus. How many of y'all went through that? I went through that. I had chemo for my lupus. And as I started having chemo, my hair left. My hair fell out faster. My hair will never come back. A lot of people who does take chemo, their hair grow back. Unfortunately, my hair will not grow back because while I was taking chemo and while I was in the hospital and going through everything I was going through, my nerves were so bad, I was constantly scratching. By me scratching and putting my nails into my scalp, I scarred my scalp. I have where some areas the hair grow. And when I say grow, I'm talking about baby hair grow, y'all. I'm not talking about grow. And then I got some areas from where my scalp was so scarred that I will never have hair there again. Never have hair. And that was the biggest challenge I had as a young lady, young teenager. I was 21 years old, y'all, when all this occurred. So, me losing my hair was my everything. My hair was my everything, I thought. My mother had did hair. So, I had every new hairstyle out there. If I wanted to cut it, I cut it. It would grow back in a week, I wish I would appreciated the hair when I had it instead of cutting it and bleaching it and changing it and putting all this stuff in your hair because you see media do it, or you see it on TV, or you hear about it, or you go in the store and it's on a stand saying this is the newest thing out there and this is good for you. I should have appreciated my hair. I should have treated it. I should have treated it better than what I did, and I did, and that was my fault. It's times where I would get frustrated with my hair and my mom would be at work. And I found her clippers, shaved my head. I did that. And if I known what I would know now and what I got to go through now, I would have never done it. That was the dumbest thing I could ever done. But you find yourself, So now I find myself giving my money away to wigs. And it's sad because I don't have that type of money to give away. But in order to make me feel good about myself when I'm out in public or when I'm going somewhere or whatever the case may be, I buy wigs because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel pretty when I need to feel that way. Now, the thing about the wig situation is, yes, I tend to do a lot of things. I go out a lot of places. And one of the places I love to go to is a pool. Well, what do we do with a pool? The sun burns us. So it ain't like you can go out there in the sun with nothing on your head because you got to have something on your head. You put a hat on, you're in the pool. What happens when you go in the water? The head floats away. When you have hair on your head, what happens? The wig either comes off if it's not glued down or gripped on tight. What happens? It goes away. And then you got everybody in the pool looking. Everybody looking. There go the eye stares. There go the whispers. There go the laughs. There go all the bad stuff that you really didn't want to happen, that you knew was going to happen. So, find a rag, a do-rag. I tie my hair up. Well, my head, and I get on in the water because I enjoy the water. I am a summer baby. I was a summer baby before I got diagnosed. I was a summer baby before they told me, oh no, you cannot get out there in that sun. You cannot be out there. Things you cannot do anymore. So it came to, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I still going to maintain the life that I enjoy doing and still do what the doctors recommend or what they tell me to do? I'm at that point now where, So yes, I still go to the beach. Yes, I still get in the pool. Yes, I still love summertime. I just have to be more cautious of how I do things. So when I'm out there enjoying the sun, the ones who I'm around, my loved ones who actually look out for me, make sure I'm doing what I need to do, they watch out. Sometimes I have a big sun hat on. Sometimes I'm under a big old umbrella. It all depends. It all depends. But I do think it should be companies out there that work with people like us who enjoy these things and who do want to be in the water so we can be comfortable with them, because it's a very difficult situation. I even had to go to the point where I had to buy braids was made with wigs. Wig braids, braid wigs, however you want to see it or hear it or whatever the case may be. I had to even go to that point that I had to find something that if the water hit it, it wouldn't mess up. Or if the water hit it, it wouldn't leave my head. So I ended up doing that, y'all. And it temporarily worked, You gotta do a lot of pinning down, a lot of bow tying, a lot of whatever. So I done it. So yeah, the chemo really did put me through a lot. And I first started off with chemo pills before I actually ended up having to do the radiation. And the chemo pills were so expensive because I didn't have insurance. I ended up losing my job. I ended up having heart failure at my job. And then I was put in the hospital for 6 months. And that's how I ended up with the hair and all the whole situation. Like, I ended up with no insurance. And in order for me to maintain medications for the situation, they said the best thing was to do was the chemo pills. And they're very, very, very expensive. I didn't have that. So I had to go out and buy insurance, which I didn't have that as well. Thank God for my mother. She ended up getting me some insurance. But it can only last a certain amount of time because the medication costs more than insurance that you was buying. So I ended up getting radiation, going in the hospital, getting hooked up for hours and hours and hours and hours. And it was scary. It was sad because me, lupus, chemo, they don't even equal up with each other, y'all. Like, I've met so many other lupus people and they have never, ever, ever been offered chemo for lupus. So that was a loophole for me. That was a tragic situation that occurred. And now I'm living with it. I'm living with the wigs and I'm living with why did I even have to have chemo? And then when people hear the word chemo, oh, well, you must have cancer. No, I do not have cancer. I have lupus. And if anybody don't know what lupus is, it's an autoimmune deficiency. It's an autoimmune disease. It is a chronic disease which can affect everything with your body. I've had complications with everything. From head to toe, to in or out, from front to back. I've had it. And as time go, I will share all that with you all in my videos. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all one of my challenges and one of my situations that happened with me. Today is Friday. I wish everybody a great Friday. I wish everybody a blessed day. And I'm about to sign off. Love and peace.